Welcome back to Ironhorse Classics, and today we're featuring a 1952 VW Zwitter. And most people have no idea what a Zwitter is, but let me tell you, it's a 1952 Volkswagen with a 53 dash and smaller components inside the cab of the car to make it really a 52-53 automobile. And Zwitter is one of the more favored cars out of all of the split window Volkswagens. What we have at the front of this car is a lot of custom bead rolled metal. We have a original 1952 tank, super rare tank, and then we custom painted the gas cap to make all of this pull together. A lot of great pinstriping throughout the car and on the skates, and we'll talk about the skates in a little bit. Down the side of the car, we have some really unique swan mirrors, highly polished, and then what we've done is we've actually not used the original 52 trim. We've used a little newer model Volkswagen Beetle trim. We just did that just so we can have a nice style point and match with all of the polished trim that we have. The handles are mounted backwards. These are called spikes, and these particular spikes open up really nice. And inside the vehicle, we have lots of things to talk about. So what we'll do is we'll walk around the vehicle and continue on with what we've got going, and then we'll show it to you. We've got this car set up on skates, and skates is something that we work with here in the shop every day. And the name of the actual skate is called the Autoglide. Autoglide has given these to us so we could actually paint them to match the car. And what we've done is we've brought some brilliant pinstriping through to make it look super nice. If you notice, it's tilted up a little. What we've done is created a way for a judge to look up underneath the car, and we don't have to have it up on jack stands. What's neat about this 52 Zwitter is none of the suspension is factory. What we've done is we put a Mustang 2 front end on this particular car. We have four-wheel disc brakes. We have an entire custom rear end for this particular car, and the skates allow us to look inside all of the things you can't see when the car's sitting on the ground. Underneath, we talked about a Mustang 2 front end. The Mustang 2 front end, this was one of the very first Volkswagens to ever have that put in the car. So we've got a rack and pinion steering, which is very unique for a car like this. This car actually earlier was built about 15 years ago by a really good friend of mine, Bob Folk. He has done a lot of unique cars in the past. Fortunately, this is one of them that we've got our hands on at the time, and we're cleaning it up and getting it ready for that show. You know, we did the Mustang 2 front end in this car. We also, in the back, have an entire custom-built rear setup. We have an independent rear suspension, highway flyer transmission. A1 exhaust quickly got me a stainless steel custom exhaust made for this car, and they literally turned it around in 3 days, and we had it installed on the car quickly. The original metal of this car, this is a full metal car, all from 1952. The fenders and the entire body is still intact from that date. Here is the beauty of this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how functional these dollies are. This car, by myself, I can grab a hold of it and just pull it and just spin the entire car around. As we go to the back of the car, this obviously is not a 1952 Volkswagen motor. The original motor that came in this car was about a 25 horsepower motor. This one is well over 200 horsepower, and it still has the old school magneto in it instead of a points and condenser. It has a V-belt configuration, so you got some modern technology, a little old school, and then you have a whole lot of horsepower to boot. In 1952, there were a lot of unique features to this car. There were really unique taillights. You had a lens upper and lower. And the one thing that makes this car super rare is going to be the split window. The split window is the favorite of all Volkswagens. It's one of the rarest of Volkswagens. And we'll go back to the Zwitter. Zwitter is the rarest of all the Volkswagens in a production run. Obviously, the 1937 Volkswagen was a much rarer car. They only made a handful of those, which was the first year that they came out. Back to the skates. What we have here is a wheel that's dropped into the skate. And what that is doing for us is allows us to have correct ride height. So when we get to this car show, the judges will be able to see what the car looks like with the wheels in a fixed position to where you can see ride height. What that's going to do is allow them to not see it on a block, because a lot of really nice cars are at the show. They're not positioned to a place where you could actually see the ride height of the car. The custom running boards down here, what we've done to spice this up a little bit, we had these built about a year or so ago, and what we've done is we've painted them so people can actually see how nice they have come out. All of this car, again, has been a custom build, but we've been adding little things over the years. So inside the car, you have a purple leather seat, and let me tell you, when you paint a mango car, you gotta have purple seats. The purple seats and custom door panels are very unique to this car. They are more modernized than the standard vinyl seats. And then inside, if you take a really close look, inside the car, what you've got is a handmade, hand bead rolled tunnel that goes from front all the way to the back seat. Absolute beautiful metalwork there. We painted it so you can actually, again, see how visually appealing that is. Along with the purple interior, guys, we have a purple ragtop. This is called a Euro ragtop. A Euro ragtop is going to have these semaphores. They're really cool. Very few people even know what a semaphore is. The top itself is a canvas ragtop that slides back and forth, and this particular one has 3 folds, where a lot of the reproductions ones are all 4-fold. So the rarity of this particular car with the 3-fold is quite unique, is it stays true to what the car was born with, but we have a complete customization of the car. So you've got modern and you've got old school wrapped all into one build. If you noticed here on the passenger side, and I did say passenger side, what we have is a right-hand drive car. Very unique. It's a Commonwealth production type of car, Commonwealth being the UK and other countries that have right-hand drive automobiles. This particular Zwitter it's very unique, right-hand drive, and what a Zwitter is a 52 model car with a 53 model dash built into it from the factory. To my recollection, I'm gonna be wrong, but they ran out of dashes, so they started putting 53 dashes in these cars. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you like the car as much as we do. If you connect to the link below, and if you like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll have another car like this in the near future. So please, in the comments, ask your questions and let's give you some answers. Thank you.